Every household in Australia owns at least one of our next guest's books, and producer Ozzy Jane's brother loves her so much he wrote a song about her. Her 28th cookbook, Even More Basics to Brilliance, is out now, and we all wanna honour Donna Hay!
Yeah, Donna, baby! Donna, your
you.
books are beautiful. Look at them, Rachel. I mean, there's cookbooks and then there's cooking Bibles. We're talking the latter here. They're so cool.
They're like art.
Thank you.
This one, Donna Hay, which isn't the one you want to talk about. Donna Hay, Basics to Brilliance. The new one is Even More Basics to Brilliance. This matches your dress.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? I should have put a little bit more rose gold on my cheeks to really pull it off.
Rachel, do you want to tell the listeners about how killer Donna's dress is?
Excuse me. I've been caught by your amazing Zaire green pie, but more of that in a minute. Your dress is the most incredible black leather coloured shirt dress, but with like an A-line kick to the waist, and it is not only beautiful, but it is practical because it is wiped clean.
Come on, tell us about your dress, and tell us about your dress, because also you wear lots of leather, don't you?
I do. I wear lots of leather because A, when you're travelling, it doesn't crush, and because I do still cook, and I might run through the test kitchen as I'm supposed to be going to a meeting, or people are coming into my studio for a meeting. You can get a little bit messy, but you can just wipe it off.
Just wipe it clean.
And people, the
See,
illusion.
It's a shress, isn't it? It's a shirt dress, a shress. And
I've never heard that
I just
before.
made it up. And
I'm wearing a shress.
But it's cool and it's classy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's an
It's sort of
absolute
unfair
classic
on
piece.
all of the clothes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that, Donna? Donna, your books are amazing. We've known about you for ages. You know that we've known about you because of?
Because when I'm at home in Australia, if you talk about me, my phone goes quite bananas.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're a very Aussie-based show. We're a very Aussie-based company. Of course we are. But the Aussies around here, they love you. And they said, oh, Donna Hay, she is everything. You know that Ozzy Jane's brother wrote a song about you.
Yes.
It was number one for 35 weeks in Australia. How was that
Was
for
that
you?
35 seconds? The
No,
poor thing?
I think it was a year. I think I'm downplaying it. Were you aware of this song?
I was, because they must have sent it to my social media, right? And at first I thought it was someone taking the mickey out of me. And then I sort of realised it was real when somebody else sent me a video one Saturday night because they were in a pub playing it live. And my friends had just stumbled into this pub to have a drink.
Yeah.
And then they were hysterically laughing.
Let's have a bit more Donna Hay, hey.
My favourite chef, Donna Hay, Donna, Donna Hay, Donna, Donna Hay, Donna.
I mean, you and you leather shress with a rock and roll song behind
I could
you.
rock it today with that, couldn't I?
Oh my gosh! Have you seen the video for it?
Yes, I have.
Is it anything like the real Donna Hay in the kitchen at home?
I'm pretty low key.
Are you?
Yeah.
You can't say you're low key when you're wearing a leather dress.
A shress that she uses for business, both business and meetings, and maybe afterwards as well.
Maybe and pleasure. Never know.
So you cook in, then you get a bit messy, you wipe it down because you've got a big highfalutin business meeting, then you get that over and done with and you're out on the town.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and no need for a change.
See, I'm in the wrong business now.
No, you're not. You're in the right business. But it started with style for you, didn't it? You were a food stylist.
Yeah, it started with both, but I was really, I think even as a little girl, playing in food was so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought you could get egg whites and sugar and make these huge bowls of cloudy mess
great,
that you could
isn't it?
Yeah, so I was just one of those nerdy kids that was in the kitchen just making huge concoctions of stuff that my mother would then help me clean up or put in the bin, one of the two.
Yeah, we did the same thing on the kitchen floor with our 5-year-old twins on Saturday. Because it was Halloween, they were making potions.
Oh, yes.
Potions.
Magic potions.
Very expensive potions because they used all of Mummy's spice straw, which is about 200 quid for the potion. But it was just, the point is they were getting involved.
Exactly.
You know.
So I do love the styling, and I think it's so important to me to get someone to look at the picture and their mouth to start to water. And that's kind of my secret weapon to getting them to cook.
Yeah. You're so right. I mean, we often say people eat with their eyes first and their mouths and their tummy second. The kids on Sunday yesterday, I've talked to you off the air about the fact we had our first roast of the winter. Because a roast takes so much prep, if you get all the family involved and you give the kids their own station, their own prep station, the hours disappear.
Yeah.
And there's no need for screens, there's no need for anything. And everybody's peeling yesterday, everybody's chopping yesterday, everybody's blanching yesterday.
Well, I have teenage boys, so when I really want to get something out of them about what they've been up to, whether they've been naughty or not, I usually get them to do something in the kitchen with me, like either wrap their own rice paper rolls for dinner. As long as they don't make eye contact with you, as long as they're next to you
Shoulder
at
to
the kitchen
shoulder.
bench,
Yeah.
you can get some intel out of them, but never straight down the barrel.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they close down when you look at them. straight
Yeah,
down the barrel.
either in the car or next to me on
And
the
it's the
kitchen
same with your
bench.
spouse, shoulder to shoulder. Often, so it can. And there, with Tash and I, we had a shoulder to shoulder on Saturday and Sunday. And when it was important, we moved to slightly more face to face. Never fully. No, it was never
No,
threatening.
that's too confronting.
And then when it got a little bit heated, we moved shoulder to shoulder again, and that got the conversation going again. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is food. This is the kitchen. It's therapy. It's community. It's the right kind of collective. Then when you were 25, you became the editor of Marie Claire. Is that right?
Just the food section, but I'll take it.
But at the age of 25, that's pretty impressive.
Something like that. 20-something. Yeah, it must have been 25.
In Australia?
Yeah, well, there wasn't a Marie Claire magazine in Australia, so they were looking for a team.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was working in my studio. I used to share with some photographers in the dodgiest part of town.
Right.
We are talking, think dodgier than you can imagine.
Okay.
And to make money, we used to hire our studio, like, let's just use the word studio loosely here. We used to hire it out as like a really grunge fashion studio.
Wow.
People believed it. And the woman who'd been brought over from the UK, because she'd been working here, was an Aussie lady. She walked past some of my work, and that's how I got the job. Just freelancing as...
But I bet they love that because it was Marie Claire meets punk.
Yeah.
Marie Claire comes to Australia, meets a bit of punk. They have to get something going on.
And
they have to give it a bit of edge.
Yeah, they wanted someone new, someone that didn't have a history, someone that would bring a fresh approach to it. So I started the whole white on white thing because my favorite, most glamorous dinners were when you got to a restaurant and there was a beautiful white tablecloth, a beautiful big white plate, and then the food was just sang from
Wow.
the middle because
It
all
really
the colours
has-
were there. Yeah,
Yeah.
not all the other stuff that was food styling at the time. There was napkin rings and, oh my God, there was so much stuff. I was so bad at styling all that stuff.
And you were mid-20s, mid-80s.
Yeah,
Boom. What a time.
wasn't it?
Come on. And how did Marie Claire do in Australia?
Really, really well. Like, just totally took off.
Yeah.
Top of the mags, yeah.
Top
And
of
then
the
they offered me
mags.
my own book,
Yeah.
which was under the title Marie Claire in Australia because they had the license, but everywhere else it was under my name. So little did they know it would just springboard my career just off the charts. It was fantastic.
But that's good. I mean, that was good in a way anyway, because had it not worked, Marie Claire's problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had
Not
it
my
worked,
problem.
Great sort of secret test run for you.
Yeah.
And here we are, 29 books later.
I think so.
29 books later, 8 million copies later. She owns most of Australia now, and she deserves it. It's as simple as that. These books, they do have an encyclopedic kind of almost textbook essence to them, which I love. They're big, they're confident, they're beautiful, but they're serious.
They're serious.
I like that.
Well,
Is that you? Is that who you are?
No, not serious at all. But I do think that if you're going to follow one of my recipes, how horrible it would be if I didn't give you all the tips that I know
Yeah.
to make you brilliant in the kitchen. So,
Do you have some general killer hacks that you would use? So, do you know that one where when you peel a boiled egg? Do you know that one? When you roll it.
yeah.
Do you like that one?
No,
You know that one?
I don't know.
What about what is the one where you had to get all the things out of a pomegranate? Do you bash it up? Do you know that
You
one?
bash it up. Yeah.
Do you have any like
Well, I have more specific ones.
specific? See,
'Cause-
specific.
I'm so detailed, Craig.
That's what she
Like
is.
I'm just a bit specific. So, so when I try and give you a basic recipe, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, everyone knows how to do caramelized onions. What can I bring to the table that's going to be different? So I've managed to make caramelized onions cook in half the time.
Tell us how.
Well, you add water to them and put a really tight fitting lid on because you want them to steam and sort of cook down with the water instead of standing there and having to stir it every
Yeah, if you got the
45
time,
seconds.
it's fine. But if you don't have the time,
If you don't have
man.
the time, those caramelized onions are not your
Yeah.
friend, are they?
And time ain't doing refunds. That's what we're here. So the team have picked out from your brand new book, Donna Hay, even more Basics to Brilliance, the follow-up to Donna Hay, Basics to Brilliance. Both gorgeous. I mean, stunning books. I've never seen a more beautiful cookbook in my life. Salsa verde, the team have gone for. These are the highlights. Chicken. So this is coconut chicken, but coconut classic chicken sandwiches. Who doesn't want one of these? Who doesn't want this in their book?
Well, yeah, I think if you're going to have a little drinks party or a little afternoon party, you've got to do a killer chicken sandwich.
You have.
It's kind of one-upping on your
Melts
friends,
in your mouth.
isn't it? Like
Okay. Coconut chicken, a black rice bowl as well on the same page as far as that's concerned. Then you have the za'atar baked green pie.
That's actually my fave too.
Is it?
Yeah, love that.
Okay. And the what's this? Beef bao buns with ginger mayo.
Oh yeah, that
Those
is the
babies.
sticky glazed short ribs, which cook in the oven. Like that's one of those great recipes where the oven actually does all of the hard work for you. Oh. And then you just shred it up and put it in a store-bought
How do you like your oven, by the way?
How do I like
Yeah,
it?
because
What-
Tash will not go over 200 degrees. My wife, she just will not do anything.
What Tash? Where did that rule come
I
from?
don't know, but I only discovered it yesterday, if I'm being honest, after 17 years of marriage. I dared put something in the top oven at 275. Well, I thought it was going to get thrown out.
What needed to be cooked at 275?
Well, I would have put the chicken in at 275. Oh, God.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Centigrade.
Cel-
Celsius,
Cel-
yeah.
Does your oven go to 275?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you'll be cremating things in there before you know it. Yeah.
So she was right.
No, I
Not
kind
for
of.
the first, not
I'm
for the last
all right
time.
at about 240 if I want to do something super quick and caramelize the
Anthony
outside.
Worrell Thompson says to me about a chicken or a turkey, right?
Yeah.
15 minutes, as hot as the oven will go, then turn it down, and then up again at the end. That's all I was going to do.
Okay, but you sound like you're quite an accomplished cook.
Oh, I've had a go.
Do you want to tell her
I
about your
cooked on
Victoria
Saturday
sponge?
Kitchen
Have you?
twice.
Twice.
The only celeb guest to be allowed to cook.
Wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you find live cooking a little bit daunting?
No, don't mind. Because it's not
You
my
don't
lane, is
mind
it?
it?
So it doesn't matter. There's no pressure. I'm expected to mess it up. Anything north of a disaster is a win. It's the opposite of you when you got. By the
It's
way,
such
how
the
did you
opposite
enjoy
of me.
Saturday Kitchen on Saturday?
I enjoyed it.
How hot is it in there?
It's so hot.
It's the hottest place
Is it?
on earth.
Hottest. I
Forget
didn't.
What temperature is
equator.
their ovens?
What's that?
What temperature are their ovens?
It's not. It's about the windows.
It's about the lack of wind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't have leather on,
Wow.
which was probably. I did get a little bit messy. I was trying to roast a chicken. It was all going
Yeah,
sideways.
well, you need to start it on high and move it.
Yeah, thank you.
Ricotta fritters. Yeah, I think we have some ricotta fritters.
You do. Look at your team. They're amazing.
Tell us about your ricotta fritters. Tell us how you chose all the different recipes in the book.
Well, a combination of what I thought you needed as a backup to the first book.
Right.
So just moving it along because food changes so quickly. And then some of my faves, like modern ones, like these ricotta fritters are they're the kind of easiest thing for a breakfast or a brunch, but they actually make a really good dinner. And so you just fold the ricotta through so it's a little bit lumpy. They're nice and fluffy.
lovely.
You can add all different herbs to them if you want, or chunks of feta. So I think they're kind of like a bit of an any time of the day recipe.
Did you make the fritters? She's disappointed with them. I think they're
delicious.
gorgeous.
Why?
Do you want to have
Why
a
is she
taste?
disappointed
No,
with
you
them?
gotta
Am I
talk.
allowed to-
It's up to you.
No, of course I will.
She's not happy with them. I think they're stunning.
Why is she not happy? Oh,
I've
she's
no
made
idea.
the corn and jalapeno ones. Why are you not happy with them?
Go and have a taste. See what you think. It's Donna Hay tasting Donna Hay's recipe. cooked by
They're
Mark Smith.
delicious.
They're very fiery. Should they be that fiery?
I like the kick.
Yes.
Did you spill the whole of the pepper thing in them?
No, she didn't. They're delicious.
They've got a bit of your mum's samosa about them, by the way.
No one ever cooks for me. I'm super excited.
Oh, God bless. Right, what has Jane done? What has Jane cooked for us? Do we know?
It's this the Zatir green pie. Greens pie.
And look how crunchy it is on the top.
Yeah.
Totally aced that.
We think Jane's nailed it.
I think
we
Jane's
thought Mira
nailed
thought
it.
she hadn't, but Mira.
I'm loving all of it.
I'm loving all
Mira,
of
that
it
was
too.
gorgeous. That's absolutely
If I was staying somewhere with a kitchen, I would have cooked for you also, but I'm quite happy the girls have.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
well
Jane.
done.
Oh, yes,
These are
Jane.
really
oh, yes,
good.
Jane. Oh, yes, Jane.
Really good.
Oh,
do
that's
we think of?
delicious.
Now we've got to carry on talking.
I know.
My
That's what
favourite
happened to
isn't
me
it?
earlier.
Lemon creme brulee tart. I love creme brulee. How do you do yours?
What do you mean, how do I do mine? That's a very odd. How
No,
do,
well,
in a
my
word-
mum, my mum used to have this thing about the way she did the cream.
The cream?
Yeah,
Well, I never boil the cream
right.
because I find it changes the protein texture. So you just that's the reason why you cook them in a water bath. It's kind of a slow, low
Right,
thing.
right.
So even if you're going to infuse a vanilla bean or some lemon rind in it, don't boil it. Keep it below because it really changes the protein texture
Got
in
it.
the cream.
So that's
you
really
want that
important.
velvety smoothness because it's such a simple recipe. It's just a baked cream with crunchy sugar. So that's all in the
but
technique.
It's the crunchiness, isn't it? With the almost lighter than air feeling underneath it. You have to really take your time with those things. I can taste that now in my mouth right now. Again, because of the pictures, man. The pictures in the book are gorgeous. The chocolate souffle. Any tips for souffleing? I mean, obviously, don't open the door. Hot as you like.
Well, do you know what? I've done a bit of a different souffle recipe that's probably not your French chef type. Mine's a little bit more foolproof, and it does stand up for quite a long time.
Come on, then.
Well, because when I make a fruit puree to go in it, so I like it to be heavy on the flavour, not just kind of sweet, eggy,
I know what you mean.
right? You know,
Rich,
you want it to
deep.
be, and you want the raspberry to like punch out at you and
Yeah, I get it.
tingle. So
Tarty, almost.
tarty. Yeah. I don't know if I can say that in a leather dress. So tarty, but if you've thicken your fruit puree with a little bit of corn flour, it just gives it enough structure that when you bake your souffle, it stands up, and it stands up really high, so you don't have to sprint to the table to serve everyone. So it's a little bit more foolproof. And then you've got to butter and sugar that inside of the whatever mold you're using, ramekin thing, because then you get that beautiful crunchy sugary crust on the outside, and then there's soft zingy souffle.
All your chats about like changing the structure of the protein and have you read Lessons in Chemistry?
Yes, I have.
Oh my word, you just make me think of Elizabeth Zott.
Oh.
Like, because it's just
Hang on, what are you talking about?
Lessons in Chemistry was this amazing novel that was out last year, and it's just been released on the telly.
Yes.
And it's all about this lady who was this incredible scientist in the 50s, I think, and then she starts her own cookery show. But all of her sort of cookery techniques, it's all about the science.
Yeah.
And it's about the protein structure, and it's just fascinating.
If you write recipes, you need to know the science. Like, I don't often bore you with all the science behind it, but I'm quite a science nerd, especially like food science to me is if I'm trying to make something quicker, faster, better, then you always have to rely on the science to kind of go, okay, what went wrong there? Why is that curdled? So I'm Elizabeth.
You're a real life Elizabeth.
Donna,
Zott.
your books
She
are
would wear the
beautiful.
leather dress.
Donna's books are beautiful. You are super cool, isn't she?
Yeah.
You're so cool. What a cool lady.
You.
Donna.
My teenage sons would be just dying right now.
Well, yeah, but so what? I don't care. They're not, they're your sons. That's their job, isn't it?
Yeah, to really just bring you down.
Hey, guys, you got a really cool mum. Deal with it. Donna tonight is appearing at Fortnum's with a very special event, but you can't go. Do you know why? Because it's sold out.
Sorry.
And she's on this morning on Wednesday, and you can't go to that either. Do you know why?
Because you need to get a pass.
They don't allow public. Yeah. But anyway, it's a different thing. When you come here, are you, I mean, it must be, because it's not where you live from a career point of view, is it, the UK? But it must be so nice for you to know you have so many fans.
Absolutely. It's so nice. And I have so many, there is so many Aussies here, so many of my friends here.
They really,
that I love to
you
catch
are.
up with. Yeah, it's a great place to be. And the food scene is so dynamic here. And there's always something going on. So I just love coming to the UK.
Have you been approached by UK TV at all?
No, I'm not that good.
I bet you are. Can you imagine?
I've just gone to, because each recipe has a QR code, right, which is you doing it. Now, how cool is that?
That's amazing.
I've just gone to the
How
No
did
Fuss.
that take you? There's reading the audiobook
Not
version.
everyone.
What?
Most of them, a lot of them do. Have a
No
little
Fuss
QR code.
flatbread, and you're just watching you make it now. I have to make this afternoon. I'm going to make this for my kids. Brilliant.
Put it on double speed,
With
put
the
it
kids.
on slow-mo. Mute the sound, put a bit of Led Zepp, Dark Side of the Moon on. We'll be away, won't we? Wow. You're the best. Anything you'd like to say? That's half an hour. Done.
Is it?
Half an hour.
My goodness, half an hour of cooking chat.
If there was a timer, it'd have gone off by now. Do you have a timer? Do you have a timer at home? They're
no.
great. The old kitchen timers are great, aren't they? When you set them.
They make that bell sound like
it's
it.
they scare the life out of you.
And it's such a sound that something great's about to happen.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. If you read Donna's books, you vastly improve the chances of something great happening in your kitchen.
Oh, that's
Yay!
nice.
And there's a Christmas book out as well, Feasts and Treats.
Yes, and there's a little Disney series that goes with that Christmas book. So if you are already panicking about Christmas, there's a 4-part series on Disney Plus that you can watch, and I'll lead you all the way through Christmas.
Should we have a round of applause, Donna? Round of applause for Donna. It's very special, all the way from Australia. It's not around the corner.
Oh,
Donna,
guys.
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing.
Thank
you got a
you.
great vibe.
Oh,
Seriously, you got a
this
great
has been
vibe.
lovely. I don't want to go anywhere
Don't
today.
go anywhere. Nobody ever wants to leave.
No.